Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Buffalo Bills. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Round 80! Stop. Regular. 5 wide.
Allen going to look to throw in the first play. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
52, 180! Guns.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. They run for the first time with James Cook. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. The Bills are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Flushed out right. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leo Chanel. And the Raiders force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. looking to put a drive together. Here's Pickett. That's caught by Tucker. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in the game.
When you look at this defense, this unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Straight ahead with Warren. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Colin Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That's good for the Buffalo Bills.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings, because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. A run straight ahead with Genzi. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to throw. Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Raiders! Brock Bowers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Pickett. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Up the middle, it's Genty. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. Pickett back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Come on. Check, Bobcat. 60, back, take go.
Genty will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The
result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Allen. Open man downfield. It's Palmer. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Palmer as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start on the ground with Ginty.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Now Pickett. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
29-yard line.
56, 56. Ready? Middle. Half. Where's that?
Throwing now is Allen. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now inside the 25. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Allen to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Alert! 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 What's that?
Allen going to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defense in front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Pickett will look to throw it here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Quez Watkins, 58 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
56.
To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Tight.
Now Allen. And that'll get me off target and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Ready? 5 wide.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Half 10. Stop.
To the air, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
On the zone read, a give to Genty. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
That's to Bowers once again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Las Vegas, first down.
Now it's Genty. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Pickett. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Try for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a 2nd and 10.
56, 56. Right in. Hey, home.
Now Allen. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. That's again complete to Palmer. A gain of 5. And that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, they'll throw without it. Oh, he had a man running free, but overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm,
But this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Throwing deep here for Coleman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. He'll air this one toward Coleman. That is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. It's been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Now 2nd and 9.
At the 45-yard line.
Pickett going to bootleg it. Rolling to his right. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. A handoff for Ward. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down and 8.
Let's go. 18, right here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Check out.
Pickett now from the gun here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal, and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
You don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Las Vegas,
it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.